Alright guys, so I am in the capital of my parish. Yes, I'm in the capital of my parish, and that is Black River. I've always wanted to do a video in Black River, and so I finally down here to explore the parish pretty much, and I will be exploring all the attractions that I can find. I haven't been here in a very, very long time, so it's gonna be a learning experience for me, and some of it relearning experience. All right, so I'm actually standing right now on the Black River Bridge. The Black River Bridge. I cannot swim, and you can look right down there behind me. It's a deep water right now down there behind me. So there's two things happening right now. There's the height, and then there's the water. I don't like heights, and water is not my friend except for drinking, because I cannot swim. I cannot swim at all. The Black River Bridge is historic, very historic. My parish. Oh. I don't know where I'm heading to right now, but as I say, you just need to keep watching the video, because I will be showing you different places here in Black River. You have the Black River Safari. Some other YouTubers, they did video on the Black River Safari. That's it behind me. That's the that's a sign there behind me. Black River, can't even pronounce the name, Safari or whatever. All right, so I'm gonna be touring the town. So come with me as I visit different attractions here in the capital of St. Elizabeth, Black River.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun, as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running
It's my capital, but I haven't been down here for a very long time. A lot of changes are taking place as the Chinese come in and set up their stores. You can easily identify a Chinese store in any town. You don't even have to see one of them, whether they're Chinese or Japanese. You really don't have to see them. Yeah, you just pretty much just know it's a Chinese store. The thing about recording publicly for any YouTuber is that music sometimes play and you're wondering, are you gonna get a copyright strike on your video? I'm first exploring this street, pretty much just walking by. You can see remnants of the old buildings in the town because Black River is a very old town. The first town that received an electricity in Jamaica. So much history here, starting from the time of slavery. It was not the capital of Jamaica. I mean, it was not the capital of Saint Elizabeth. Lacovia was first the capital, and then after that, Black River was seen as more suitable to be the capital of the parish. So there we can see the St. John's Church. You can see the St. John's Church. So this is the church, St. John's Church. Very old church. Very old church, I'm telling you. Despite the new buildings, Black River still has that classic look. For lack of a better word, that classic look. Down there you'd find the police station. I'm gonna turn onto this road. Turning onto this road, you feel like, wow. It's as if you are into the 1950s or something. Everything here is just old. Alright, so this is the church. Entrance to the church. I'm gonna go over. Yeah, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna take a look around on the grounds of this church and let's see what we can find over there. Because today I'm gonna really explore my capital, the capital of my parish. This is the grounds of the St. John's Church, man. Breadfruit, breadfruit. Yeah. I love historic places. I love places that just look, filled with history. History was my favorite subject while I was going to school. Ah, I haven't done any research prior to coming here because I say I'm just gonna just look around. So if anything, I might add something to the screen as I'm going. And wow, look at that. Just imagine the workmen who work on this building. They all are gone to sleep, but their handiworks is still visible. And in a church like this, of course, you'll have graves. And in this chapter, I don't pass graves without reading. And in this one, it says, oh my God. All right, there are some people buried here. I'm not gonna bother to read them. Let me explore a little around the church. All right, I want to read what the sign says because, as I say, I didn't do any research prior to coming here. So I can't tell you anything as I'm going. I'm just learning as I go along. And here on the sign, it says, the Anglican Church welcome you, St. John Parish Church, Black River. All right, so we could say St. Elizabeth Parish Church, Black River Parish Church, I don't know. But it's nice over here. So many generations must have passed through this church. Great grandchildren, followed by their children and their children, and they just keep going on like that. Reading today. So there's some graves over there. I'm not gonna do a lot of grave reading today, but this is a very small graveyard. So why not just see what I can read? And here it says, in loving memory of Edgar George Taylor, 19th of September 1901 to 1st of December 1953, and his wife Mary Louise Neikoff, September 20, 1901 to February 2003. Wow. So she lived like some 50 years, I think, after the death of her husband. And here we have in loving memory of Frederick Braganza Bowen, born 27 December 1851, died 2nd December 1930. And down at the bottom it says, lead kindly light. According to his death registration form, Frederick Bowen died from pyelitis and nephritis at the public hospital in Black River. He was a retired clerk at the time of his death. And at the time of his death, he was age 79. Continuing along, I just have to take out my umbrella a while ago. The sun is getting hot. So, continuing along, I come to the grave of a reverend. And this is the grave of Reverend R.J. McPherson, born the 23rd of January 1868, died the 23rd of February 1928. So he was born in 1868, died 1928. 1868 to 1928. That's a long life, you know. So that's the grave of a reverend, lying here for a long time, since 1928. Very old graves here. Here is the grave of, it says, in loving memory of A.E. Harrison, B.A., Custos of St. Elizabeth and headmaster of Monroe College. Born October 17th, 1869, died March 17, 1937. Albert Edward Harrison was born in the parish of Manchester on October 17, 1869. He attended Monroe College, then known as Potsdam School, until the late 1880s. In 1890, he was assistant headmaster at Old York Castle School. In 1891, he was assistant headmaster at Jamaica College. From 1893 to 1907, he served as deputy headmaster at Potsdam School. In 1907, he became headmaster of Potsdam School on the death of the previous headmaster. In 1917, he changed the name of the school from Potsdam School to Monroe College. He became Custos of St. Elizabeth in 1920. On March 17, 1937, He died from a ruptured appendix in the Black River Hospital. The grave is in good condition. I like it, you know. So it's there. Let's go over now to this grave. You can see they had this thing here. They used to put flowers in it and things like that. But as time goes by, even those who care dies out. So that's a whole nother thing. Okay, so this one, it says, sacred to the memory of F.E.L. Stewart, LRCP and S. I'm not sure what that is. Edwin and Glasgow JP. Maybe he was a businessman and was a justice of the peace. Who knows? I don't know what these initials mean. Anyway, it says, departed this life 20th September 1948, age 62. And at the bottom it says, my heart aspires with warm desires to see my God. Okay, so he was this person was 62 years old at death. Here we have a very small one. This must have been an urn. I'm not gonna try to read it. I hardly can make it out here. Beside it, we have, says, a grave. It says, sacred to the loving memory of Lynette Mary Stewart, born September 13, 1898, departed February 13, 1980. So this is the grave of Lynette Mary Stewart. I wonder what she was like. Just, this was a lady who was walking around. She was in her 90s when she died. 1898 to 1980. Yeah, she was in her 80s. She was about 82. All right, so here we have another one here. Says in loving memory of David Williams, lay reader. What's that? Synod rep secretary, church committee, died 1973, age 105. May his soul rest in peace. My God, I hope I live that long. 105 years old, Mr. David Williams. So you died in 1973, which means you were born somewhere in the 1800s, right? You can see that he was very involved in his church, because they have all kind of thing there. All right, here's another one here. This is going to be the last one I'm reading. It says, in sacred memory of a dear husband and father, Edward V. Allen, Dada, joggist, businessman, legislator, member, Legislative Council, St. Elizabeth, 1935 to 1944, member, House of Representatives, for St. Elizabeth, 1919 to 1957. No, 1949 to 1959. Senator from 1962 to 1966. He was born the 8th of September 1897 and died 18th of March 1966. Wow. Wow. Somebody who's watching knows this man, knows who I'm talking about. And he died in 1966. All right. So I said you was gonna read the last one, but I think this is kind of readable. Says sacred to the memory of a dear mother, grand and great grandmother, Violet Blanche Allen, born September 2, 1897, died December 29, 1995. This church does not have a lot of graves in it. Look at those breadfruits. I love breadfruits. You ever eat breadfruit like dumpling and ackee with breadfruit? And the thing about breadfruit, you can roast them, you can fry them, you can cook them, you know. Yeah. All right, so this is my tour of the St. Elizabeth Parish Church. Let's move on to something else interesting in this fascinating town. Wow, there's so many places to cover. So while I was over at the church and was there, you know, reading the tombs, I got a call from a courier service, and they brought to me something that I bought off Amazon because I want to improve my YouTube channel. So I bought some portable microphones because, as you can see, sometimes when I'm talking, my voice is not being heard properly. So I bought some microphones, and they came in this package here from Amazon in the package. So I decided I'm gonna open it, and I'm gonna open it with my subscribers. So let me find a suitable place where I can rest the camera, and I'm gonna open this package to see the content inside. Alright, so I finally found a place to open it. It's something like a generator making a lot of noise. So I'm gonna open the package and see what exactly they sent. I know what I bought, of course, so let's find out. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So it's here, it's this little, and you can pin it onto your shirt, and there are two of them. There's actually two of them. So if I'm doing an interview, I can pin this one on the person I'm interviewing and pin this one on myself. So this is cool. And they come with this little thing you can put over the microphone to make it to protect the microphone. So I bought this on Amazon. This fridge or generator behind me, I don't know what it is. It's making up a lot of noise. So I'm gonna test this out for the rest of the video. You're gonna see it pin on my chest. So I'm gonna test it out. And then inside of the box, I did also order I had also ordered a cap. And it fits. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. But I'm not gonna wear it. I'm not gonna wear it on this occasion because I'm just gonna keep this back in the cap. But I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna test this on my shirt. The breeze is very strong here, and that is why I'm having problem keeping the thing steady. Alright, so I'm gonna test this out and then I'll let you guys see how it looks, okay? Sorry guys, but I'm unable to wear the mics today. After pulling the package and, you know, checking it and reading the manual and everything, I noticed that the mics, you have to charge them up. You have to charge them up. So it wasn't, the light would not come on because they did not come with the batteries charged. So that would have to be for another video. In another video, of course, you'll see me wearing them. But for now, no mics as we tour Black River. I'm standing in front this park here in Black River. I've never been in Black River for some long time, so the park is new to me. When I used to come down here in the 1990s at a training center, this was not here. So we have it said the J.A.G. Myers Municipal Park. Alright, so it's a municipal park. Meaning it's a park operated by the parish council. I'm gonna take a walk in. I'm gonna take a walk in and see what features this park has. So there's a sign here, say historic town of Black River. Let me read it now. Says the historic town of Black River was founded around 1671 at the mouth of the river after which it is named. Designated the capital of St. Elizabeth in 1773, Black River was once a prosperous place. From its seaport, there was vital trade in enslaved Africans who were auctioned at Ferguson Wharf, originally called Town Wharf. Also traded through its ports was sugar, molasses, and logwood. Black River became the center of the logwood trade, from which large quantities of the product were exported to Europe to make up Prussian blue dye, which was very popular in the 18th and 19th century. All right, it goes on. Feeling exhausted reading this. So here is a picture, and it's a photograph of a section of the town of Black River. You see that lady in the long dress right there? That looks like it's an early 1900s. So this is an early 1900s photograph. Down here you have photograph of the Black River Harbor. And that's a painting of the Black River Harbor. The breeze is very strong here. I'm not gonna cause my umbrella to be ruined, so I'm gonna just take it down. Alright. It's very relaxing here. It's not a beach. It's just a lot of stones, and that's because here is a dump of land. Right here is a dump of land. So the sea was all the way out here, and they dump it up. So because of that, you don't get a beach. There's a lot of water and stone, but it's cool here. It's relaxing here.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun, as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be
What it was. Isn't he wonderful?
We're gonna be
Wonderful, wonderful. Isn't Jesus my Lord? Wonderful. Eyes of sea, ears of bird. It's recorded in. It feels like I just want to sing while I'm here.
It was the best we ever had.
All right, guys. So I am at the entrance to what is called the Logwood Cemetery. Many persons say Black River Cemetery. This is my first time here, and I've not been over there before I start recording. It's quiet here. Quiet. It's now about 2 o'clock. And I'm gonna enter this cemetery. And as I enter this cemetery, the first thing I notice is how close the graves are to each other. Very close. Even at the gate here, you can see people are very. And the second thing I notice also is how clean. Well, the graves are in good condition. The graves are in good conditions. And these are some recent graves. Here we have a grave here of okay, I'm just gonna go through first. There's some new ones. It says so here's a grave that says in loving memory of our dear mother and grandmother and great grandmother and wife. I can't make that out. Inside of the cemetery now, the graves, as I said, the graves are in good condition, but they're allowing trees to grow up. And that's how what happened little by little. With the trees growing up little by little, it could get worse. So here we are at the grave. This is like a husband and wife. It says, in loving memory of Reynold Johnson, July 18, 1925 to August 14, 2007. Always in our hearts. And Enid Johnson, March 20, 1926 to March 8, 2000. So the husband was born 1925, the wife was born 1926. And then the husband died in 2007, the wife died 2021. The Johnsons there. As I say, doesn't seem to be a big cemetery. Logwood Cemetery. Some people call it Black River Cemetery. Look at this. I've never seen a grave like this. You see those things here? This, what my foot is touching, is like they place them over there and then they just concrete it off. That's the way they do it up at Meadows, and that's the way they do it at Dovecot. But they cover it. They don't let you see that. They cover it. And this I'm walking on is also a grave. You know. I can see 2010 on it. Hopefully they'll add a headstone. It's so cool in here. I'm carrying my umbrella and I'm just gonna close it down because of the many trees here. In here is cool. In here is cool. I'm gonna rest it right there. Hope come back and take it up. All right, let me see whose grave this is. Says in loving memory of a dear mother, grand and great mother, Edina May Lewis, born the 24th of the 12th, 1922, died the 9th of the 3, 1999. So she died on the 9th of March, 1999. So that's Edina May Lewis. And in the middle here, stuck right here, could somebody be buried here? Really? Such a small space. But it says, in loving memory of Leighton Edward Lewis. Okay, so Edina over there is Lewis, and this is Lewis. Leighton Edward Lewis, called Baldy. Born the 26th of the 4th, 1948. Died the 8th of the 6th, 2008. Sadly missed by daughter, family, and friends. Rest in peace. So this is the grave of Baldy. So he must have been related to her. And there's another grave up here. I can't make it out, but you can see there's another Lewis. So the Lewis are here. And beside, up here we have the grave of, what's that? Lefana. Okay, Lefana. Yeah, Lefana or Lefania. Yeah, Lefania Daly Sefi. Born July 25, 1916. Died July 14, 1999. And says, in loving memory of a dear departed father, brother, and friend, precious memories would be forgotten. And beside her, this person is, this is another Daly. So that is Lefania Daly. And this one is in loving memory of Lola Daly, Miss Della. Okay, Miss Della. That sounds like a nice name. Persons like who name Miss Della is always nice, you know. Born July 1, 1926. Died January 26, 2006. So Miss Della died after him over there. Probably the both of them are husband and wives. I gotta reach for my umbrella. I don't want my phone to overheat. All right. And here we are. Another grave. I don't know, but every time I come to a cemetery, I'm always seeing open graves. And I've learned now to not stand on any and any grave because it could collapse in. Because look at this grave here. Okay? Look at this grave here. I would have actually walked on top of it. And it seemed like maybe somebody did walk on top of it and it collapsed in based on how it looks. So let me take a glimpse inside. Oh my God. All right, you can see might have been the grave of a female based upon the clothes. All right, let's just pass over that. I'm walking on top of this one because I assume it's sturdy. Okay, let me see this one here. This say Anthony Scott, born November 8, 1982. Oh, no. Yeah. 1982, died the 8th of the 4, or maybe it's the 4 of the 8, depends on how they write it. But anyway, the person died in 2002. So he was born in 1982 and died in 2002, and the name is Anthony Scott. Okay, so he might have just been like 20 years old when he died. You don't die at age 20. That's simple. It has to be something. Well, I'm looking at that grave and I want to step on it. And I'm going to assume it's sturdy. I'm going to walk on the edge of it. Alright. I close my umbrella down. In here is really cool. In here is cool. Very cool. You can see the trees. And I'm sure these trees must have entered into the graves. Right? There are graves over here, but a lot of them are a lot of them don't have any writings on them. Maybe that's why they call it Logwood Cemetery, right? We call it Logwood Cemetery. I'm so scared of standing on this one. Oh God, help me, help me, help me. Don't make this tear down with me. Okay, this one didn't tear down with me at all. I love this design. Love this design. It says, in loving memory of our mother, daughter, and sister, Carol Ellison Slater, born the 9th of the 7th, 19... I'm going to assume this is 50. Some part of it's gone. It could be 50. So it's 19 something 8. Maybe it's 50. I think it's 50. 1958. Died the 29th of the 5th, 2001. So this is the grave of Carol Ellison Slater. They gave her such a nice grave, but yet no one seemed to remember to come back and, clean up the place. I mean, it's just 2001, not that long ago. Wow, the paint on this is still holding on. And see that animals came over here. This one says, in loving memory of Ernell Beckford. Ernell, Ernel. Ernell Beckford, born the 10th of the 11th, 1933, died the 26th of the 12th, 2003. I'm right beside the road. Look at this, they build a gate. Take the time to build a gate. So you think they would come back and do some work. But the gate is getting rusty and spoiling. Look at this one. They build it as if, you could just go in and go out. All right. Let's see whose grave is this. It says, in loving memory of Gwendolyn Rebecca Alwood Beckford. She died in 2000. She died in 2000. Not that long ago. Look at this one with that little steel at the top here. I like it. I'd have to walk on the side. Look at this. This is tearing off. So you know what? I'm not going to walk over there. I'm going to walk on the top of this grave here. Sure, this one is not going to tear off with me. Tear down with me, rather. So guys, I'm coming to you from the Logwood Cemetery here in St. Elizabeth, not too far from Black River. In fact, it's a walking distance because I drove in a taxi come Black River and I walk down here. So, and it's not a long walk. It's a really simple walk. I would say maybe, depending on how you walk, it could be a 7-minute walk. So here we have the grave of Llewellyn Mullins, Mass Louis. Okay, Mass Louis. Sunrise, September 9, 1934. That's when Marcus Garvey was still around. And to sunset, June 13, 2003. Okay, so he probably was about 71 years old. Mass Louis. I love the grave. Look at the tiling. Just look at the tiling. This is a nice tiling, man. And beside Mass Louis, we have, say, in loving memory of Leonard Blackwood, August 6, 1916 to March 12, 2006. Sadly missed by all. Rest in peace. So this Leonard Blackwood, born in 1916. Wow, he was almost 90 years old when he died. Look at that mango tree over there. There's a lot of mangoes just hanging off the tree. Look at that. Whoo. A lot of those mango, when they fall in the road, and then the cars just come and I'm sure there's a grave right here. I'm gonna have to be careful. I'm not gonna walk there. Really, some of the graves are not that old here. Say, in loving memory of our dear Margaret Faye Archer. Nee Bramwell. Sunrise. The 1949 and died in 2005. Now, they were doing work on this and then they just leave it. Look at that. Like you see the man, the areas they put up the board there and they are making it and then they just stop. Nobody came back. Nobody came back. Could there be an argument or something why nobody came back and do anything? This one here, this need a headstone. They clean it up, so I guess somebody coming back here, or maybe they were just cleaning around this one. Okay, this one says, in loving memory of Pamela Walma Claire Witter. Alma, that's Pamela. I'm not sure what the Walma Claire Witter. Born April 17, 1950. Died April 26, 2002. So she died age 52. She died age 52. I can just say Pamela Witter. Oh my God. All right, this is a grave now of Amy Rosetta Reed Smith. So that will be Amy Smith. Born the 8th of the 10th, 1927. Died the 26th of the 3, 2003. Amy Rosetta Reed Smith. Okay. So she was up there in age, 1927 to 2000. That would be 73 years, and she lived 3 more years. So she was in her 70s. Look at this one. It's so nice, but it's all filled up with trash. This is all filled up with trash. Oh, I don't think anything is written there. Okay, here's another grave here. There was a picture on this grave. There was a picture on this grave. It says, in loving memory of our dear father, Alwyn Davis, born July 3, 1928, died July 11, 2009. There was a picture right there, but as time went by, you can't put a picture that cannot stand the element of time. It doesn't make sense. You have to put a picture that when rain come and fall, Rain come and fall. Sun comes, it's gonna withstand the elements. This is like a lovely grave, but it's also crowded up with trees. I'm not gonna run the risk of going there to creep away. I'm gonna check out that grave I see way up there. My friend told me about a young man who died in a car crash. I'm gonna call him and ask him if he can remind me of the name. And let me search up, see if I can find it. So hiding here in the bush is Elizabeth. Say in loving memory of Elizabeth Hale Reynolds. Betty. You see that? They put Betty. So she was affectionately called Betty. It's not the name that people call you every day instead of your birth certificate name, Betty. So Elizabeth Hale Reynolds, Betty. Sunrise October 4, 1938 to sunset December 27, 2001. And they have another name, Hugh M. Reynolds, Sonny. Sunrise June 21 to 1934 to sunset February 28, 2015. So Sonny lived longer than Betty. And he was born before Betty, born like 4 years before. Okay, so what happened here? The both of them are buried in here? That must be the case. They could be husband and wife. Because, he was just 4 years older than her. And they buried the both of them there. So it must be husband and wife, huh? Here's another grave again. The picture missing because I can see that the picture was in glass. It was in a glass, but over time it melted away. And this is the grave in loving memory of Marcia Elizabeth Christopher. That's Marcia Elizabeth Christopher. Sunrise October 10, 1964 to sunset March 5, 2003. As I go through here, I notice that many of the individuals buried here are buried in the early 2000s. I haven't yet seen. I think I saw 1999. Yeah, but the early 2000s. Treasured memory of our dear mother, grandmother, mother-in-law, Verna Elaine Gale. She was born the 27th of the 7th, 1949 to the 3 of the 8th, 2001. So she died 2001. Verna Elaine Gale. Again, this is a lovely tomb. Nice tiling work done here. This will last a long time. Another grave, and the first thing I see is 2002. And this is the... Okay, so I say, hold on. All right, this one says, in loving memory of Glover or Ferguson. This is Ferguson or this Ferguson? Look at this. Ferguson. Miss Glover. Anyway, so it says in loving memory of Glover or Ferguson. Somebody correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. Glover or Ferguson, Miss Glover. Born April 12, 1931. Died October 24, 2002. We love you, Mom. Absent from the body to be present with the Lord. Nice styling work for Miss Glover. Tiling is great. Awesome. My God, sweating. This one says, in loving memory of Artel Wesley Miller. 10 of the 8, 2000, 10 of the 8, 1920 to the 26th of the 1, 2000. It says, beloved husband of Hyacinth, father of Denise, Judith, and Garth, brother of Ronald. So this Artel Wesley Miller. And beside him is the grave of Hyacinth. I just read it over there. Beloved husband of Hyacinth, and he died 2000. And says, this now says, in loving memory of Hyacinth Maud Miller, the 23 of the 8th, 1937 to the 5 of the 12, 2010. Beloved wife of Artel, mother of Denise, Judith, and Garth, sadly missed by all. So she is the wife of Artel. And of course, she died 10 years. Yeah, she died 9 years rather after the death of her husband. Look at these two graves. I love the tiling work here. And this one says, beloved wife, mother, and sister, Sissy A. Alexander, born the 12th of the 10th, 1933, died the 27th of the 7th, 2013. And so that is Sissy A. Alexander. And beside Sissy is another Alexander. It says, in loving memory of our dear husband and father, Francis H. Alexander, born the 12th of the 3, 1929, died the 10th of the 9, 1999, sadly missed by relatives and friends. So, Okay, so Francis H. Alexander died some 14 years before Sissy. They could have been husband and wife. I strongly believe that. I'm gonna turn now down into the almost like a gully of the cemetery here. Okay, almost like a gully I'm going down into. Down here is cool, it's relaxing. Oh. And I say the graves are in pretty much good conditions, but they're not taking care of it. And if you don't, little by little, this place is going to look horrible. Look at this now. You have an angel there, a statue of an angel, that's what they call it. And you have over there the statue of an angel. And this is the only one I've seen so far with a picture. And the picture is still looking good. And it's saying, look at the picture first. All right. So this is Cecil. So it say, precious memories of Cecil George Wildman. Sunrise the 7th of the 9th, 1931 to sunset the 18th of the 7th, 2007. And it goes to say, it broke our hearts to lose you, but you did not go all alone. For part of us went with you the day God called you home. This is the resting place of Cecil George Wildman. This place looks as if when rain falls, it just flood. It is cool down here, but oh my God. Looks as if when the rain falls, the whole place just flood. I'm closer to the road as I'm coming to an end in reading these graves. And this one is in loving memory of Louise Matilda Dunkley. So that's Louise Matilda Dunkley, born January 31, 1914, died July 26, 2002. I saw this earlier. This is a grave of a lady. If I can show it right here. Her photograph here. And it says, in loving memory of a dear wife, mother, and grandmother, Beatrice James, Ma B. You see Ma B there in the brackets. So she was affectionately called Marby. And it says she was born the 14th of the 10th, 1933, and she died the 4th of the 6th, 2006. Again, this is the second time I saw a photograph, and it's still in good condition, and I think because they put it on that plate. That's the grave of Marby. She died 2006. I'm gonna read this one over here. This one says, let's see if I can read it here. It says, Mom, Dad. In loving memory of a dear mother, Joyce Thomas, Sister T, August 8, 1931 to July 26, 2007. And then over at that side, they say, in loving memory of a dear father and grandfather, Denzel A. Thomas, February 2, 1928 to April 12, 2012. So he lived longer than the wife. And this is their photographs here. Just, their photographs are not that clear. Wow. And the grave that is at the entrance here, how could we leave it out? Couldn't have leave it out. This is the grave of Joseph Ferguson, Mass Ethel. Joseph Ferguson, Mass Ethel. Born July 1, 1927. No, 1926. Born July 1, 1926. Died August 26, 2009. Joseph Ferguson. Look at those sheeps. I haven't seen sheep in such a long time. Look at them. They're just crossing the road. Look at them. Almost got hit by that car. In some countries they would shave the sheeps, but that doesn't happen with those sheeps. They're as dirty as they come. Alright guys, so this has been my tour of Logwood Cemetery, close to the town of Santa Cruz. Right. It's on Logwood Road. This called Logwood Road. Or is that Logwood Avenue? I don't remember. Alright, I'm heading back into the town. I'm still a walk-foot YouTuber. You'll be surprised the distance I walk to do my stories. Hello, mango. Look at these mangoes. Wow. Wow. You'll be eating at some time. And on Logwood Road, from Logwood Road, I'm gonna say what the YouTubers always say: like, comment, subscribe. We hardly said share, but yes, share. Until our next video, guys. This old house, I like that. These old time houses, and there's a big mango tree here with some lot of mangoes. They're not ready to eat yet. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in another fascinating video. And remember, I will be going to Calvary Cemetery. I'm not sure yet, but I'll be going there and bringing you on a tour of that cemetery. I've already spoken to the caretaker. So you know, I have to set a time to go there. You see what we're passing? We're passing what is called Independent Park here in Black River. Okay, so if you ever hear an event advertising and they say it's gonna be held at Independent Park, Black River, this is where it is gonna be kept, right over there. It's a huge park, but it's not a park like you can go and relax, because you can see it's very sunny over there, but it's a park for a lot of events. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you again in the next video.